stations. This is VA3CJZ, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group Net, also known as AREG, for Wednesday, August 10th, 2022. Today marks 1,508 weeks that AREG has been on the air consecutively. When we reach 1,512, it will be the 29th year anniversary. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in East Hamilton. This Simplex Net was founded by John Sims, VE3JSU, who is now living happily in Manitouwadge, Ontario since mid July 2018. Anyone with a valid license who checks into the net from anywhere is welcome here. The idea is to have people check in to either test out their radios and antenna systems, maybe ask a radio or technical question, or just to say hello and tell us about their week. We do not discuss religion or politics, and foul language is not accepted here. The AREG is considered to be a very friendly net. Comments, questions, or break ins are welcomed, but this is still a directed net and go through the net controller. And I've been streaming the net on YouTube for some time now. People who tune in can hear how they sound into my station and see their signal strength. Just type my call into the YouTube search box and look for us live or under the title AREG Week 1508, 1508. This net is on every Wednesday night, starting at 8 p.m. and ending at 10 p.m. local time here on 146430. While this is a simplex net, it is likely that not everyone will be able to hear everyone else, and this should not discourage you from participating. It may even encourage some of you to improve your station. And relaying communications has a long history in amateur radio, so we encourage you to ask for a relay when a station is unable to hear the other party or to pass on a message. We ask that you please try and leave a 2-second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. May I now have check-ins for this evening's AREG?
VE3GMP.
All right, numero uno, number one, Garnett, VE3GNP. Good day, Garnett. How are you?
Good day, Chuck. I'm doing good. Going to physio and everything's working out good.
Oh, yeah. I remember when I hurt my wrist years ago. Gosh, 35 plus years now. And I had to go for physio, and they had this sandbox. Okay, it had like clear plexiglass all around it, but they had these holes in there, and you would stick your arm in it, and there was warm sand. Well, it looked like sand. I'm sure it was probably artificial, but they told me to bury my arm into my wrist, into the sand there, and then just try moving the wrist around as much as I could. And it was very soothing. It was nice and warm. So I'm sure techniques have changed. I've also gotten where you get shock therapy to your muscles with the TENS machine there, transcutaneous electronic nerve stimulator. But anyways, yeah, I'm glad that's going well for you there, Garnett. And how about that new 1.2 gig antenna? How's that working out?
It's working good, and it's up on the tower, and it's getting out anyways.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, I understand you use less power on that band. Is that right?
Yeah, 10 watts. Most radios put out 10 watts on that band.
Wow, eh? That must mean that uh, it's a really good transmission up at that high. Then, if you need such low power, right?
Yeah, my radio puts out 10 watts at 9700. The transverter for my flex radio puts out 25 watts.
Oh yeah, so you get to cheat a little bit.
Yeah, it's just that the transverter is a high power transverter, I guess, and it puts out a little bit more power.
Okay, right on, right on. And so everything else going all right, Patty?
Yeah, everything's good. Just getting ready to go to Nova Scotia. I think just going September 2nd, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gosh, it's been years and years since I've been on down east there. It's lovely, nice to look at. But yeah, it's been a very long time there. I wouldn't mind going back.
Yeah, I used to drive truck down east and out west. Yeah, it's a nice place.
Lovely.
Yes, it's quite lovely. The countryside and the old homes.
Did your wrist get a bend or something since I talked to you last?
Not that I'm aware of. Although, yeah, it has been hurting recently.
Well, stop dreaming about skiing. Anyways, throw my digits in there somewhere and place me in order. V3PDL.
Absolutely, there. I think we're just finishing up with Garnett, anyways, and so we'll. Were you going to be around for next round there, Garnett?
I should be, depending how long it is. Who knows? I might be. DE3GMP.
All right, very good, Garnett. Thanks for checking in. Much appreciated. And if I don't talk to you, have a great rest of the evening. Clearing with VE3GNP and moving on to VE3PDL. Paul, come on in.
Thanks, Chuck, and good evening there, Garnet. It was quite lovely to hear you on the radio this evening. Anyways, it's just me being me, and yeah, Chuck, just a bean for the pot, sir, and haven't been doing much radio lately, so I figured I'd jump in here this evening anyway. Yeah, 3X portable.
All right, VA3AXJ Portable. You are in the log. I'll get to you shortly there, Rick.
Roger. You peanut butter portable.
Making up the order on the portable there, PVL?
Rick was in there too, Chuck.
Yeah, I can hear you, no problem.
Rick. All right, very good. And I guess there was someone else in there, Rick. Yeah, I just heard him. Anyone else? All right, so we got Rick in there, AXJ. And anyways, we'll just get finish up with PDL there, and we'll get you there, Rick. So yeah, I haven't been doing too much radio myself. I actually caught really good conditions. Was it yesterday morning or 2 days ago? Around 9 o'clock in the morning, there the bands opened up, and I got about four podas under my belt. And then after 10 a.m., it just went to crap. So yeah, I was lucky to get good conditions for an hour.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I just kind of, I've been sitting right here beside it, but I don't even turn it. Hey, 3BK. Dog will come over and lay on the foot pedal.
Yeah, I accidentally keyed up the pedal there during our pads net just a little while ago. I was talking to my dog, so yeah. Anyways, Rick, I got you in the log. You're acknowledged. VE3BK. Okay, Paul. Anything else new and exciting there? How's the garden going?
Oh, I had to pull out two of my money trees. Turned out to be boys, so yeah, had to go. Other than that, the tomatoes are doing good. The cucumbers are doing good. The green beans are doing good. Everything else doing good. And I'll let you pick up the two Ricks there behind me. Don't want anybody getting impatient or nothing. So It was lovely to speak to you, Chuckles. Sorry, brother, I couldn't
Yes, it
resist.
was.
All right, I'll be listening along. V3PDL, take her away.
All right. Isn't there a song called that? Take her away. Anyways, okay, thanks, Paul. Oh, and if you end up with too many cucumbers there, give me a dingle and we'll scoot up there and take some off your hands. We love cukes. All right, thanks, Paul. Let's go to the first Rick, and that's VA3 AXJ Portable. Come on in, Rick.
Yeah, Chuck. Just haven't had the portable on in months. Haven't even charged it up. Last time I used it, it was, I don't know. I'm surprised.
Yeah, whereabouts are you there? You're pretty low, and doesn't seem like you're at the homestead.
Yeah, I'm out in front of the house here. Just putting some water on the
Ah.
garden and the grass here. Just freshen up a little bit, throw some grass seeds down, and finally got the grass cut today. Hot. Lost for a while there. Just going to bother with it, but I just give it a good water.
Yeah, I was out there earlier doing that because I knew the net when the net was on, I wouldn't be able to do it. So I was out there watering the garden too, and it was a lovely day today. Not too much humidity, so we enjoyed that.
Yeah, I started it, so I had a dog there, but now it's a little bit warm. Anyhow, it's all done with. Gonna wait for another week to cut again.
All right, Rick. I had you at a good spot there, but you're kind of moving when you're talking, and so that kind of ruins the signal. The signal bounces all over the place, but I'll cut you loose for now, and I'll talk to you in a few minutes. There, we're gonna say hello to the other Rick. Okay.
Okay, Chuck, I'm gonna go on the base anyhow, so I'll be back on.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you when you're on the base there, Larry. Clearing with Rick. I mean, clearing with VA3 AXJ. What am I saying, Larry? So let's go to the other Rick, VE3BK. Rick, come on in.
Hey, good evening, Chuck, and we have our friend here from Australia as well. And I was trying to check in there first, but we let my neighbor go first, and then the other fellow just came right in. So anyway, we got Reg in here. We got Reg to say hello. Go ahead, Reg.
Yeah, good morning from West Australia. BA3CJZ, BK6BQQ. Good morning.
Hey, good morning there, Reg. Long time no talk. I hope everything is doing well there. You guys are probably just finishing up with the winter season as we're finishing up with summer here. So you don't have too much long to go for the nice stuff. And yeah, spring and fall are usually the best seasons, I think, nowadays. When I was a kid, though, summer was it. But now, yeah, I kind of like the spring and the fall. But nice to hear you there, Reg. How are things down in Australia?
BA3 CZG, BK6BQQ. Well, things are good. We're getting over the winter. This morning was cool. 3 degrees Celsius this morning. And a little bit of a breeze. But, yeah, this old Canuck, still wearing a t-shirt, so it's not that bad. But I am looking for spring.
All right, very good, very good. Well, I do appreciate you taking the time out, sir, and saying hello to us here in Hamilton. And things are are changing a little bit here. I think they're going to try and expand the city with some more buildings and attract more people, attract more businesses. So the city is growing slowly, but we're changing. Um, but anyways, yeah, conditions haven't been that great on HF around these parts. I don't know about you guys, but it comes and it goes. But usually in the dog days of summer, that's how it is. It'll get better. So thanks again, Reg. And do you have anything else for us, sir?
Yeah, well, everything's good, Chuck. And of course, you get a chance on our network. Join us on a Friday night if you can. We're still going. This week coming up, I think, is 1,070 something or other. So if you get a chance, do join us in QSL.
VK6BQQ VA3CJZ. Absolutely there, Reg. I've been thinking about you on Fridays, but things have been crazy here and there. You know, there are several nets going on here, and then I get carried away with the nice weather and end up outside, and you know how it is. Uh, Summer is way too short to miss any of it, but we will do that. And congratulations on your 1,070. We're going to be hitting 1,512, which actually equals out to 29 years. So that'll be the 29-year anniversary in 4 weeks from tonight, or in your case, today, tomorrow. Back to you.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, keep up the good work. I know John, he started things out there in Dundas many years ago, so he got a head start on me, but we're catching up to him. All right, do what you can, and join us on a Friday if you can. 7-3 for now from Australia.
Okay, and I'm still here, V3BK. So, yeah, back to you, Chuck, and yeah, keep up the good work here on this net. I know we haven't been here for a few weeks, but same thing. Things going on here quite a bit there, over.
Yeah, absolutely there, Rick. Thanks for hooking us up to Australia this evening with the marvels of modern technology. It was a pleasure talking to Reg, and we look forward to checking in with him. I think on the Mississauga repeater on Friday is the one I usually jump on. So we'll make a note of that there, Reg and Rick, and we'll drop by and say hi this Friday. So back to you.
Okay. Whoops, feedback there. Okay, that's good. Rich says, yeah, we'll be looking forward to seeing there, Chuck. Anyway, we'll be on the side here for now. 73 BA3 CJZ V3 BK.
All right. Pleasure as always, Rick and Reg. Thanks for checking in. Okay, this is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. And we're looking for your check ins. Anyone, anywhere. Please come now.
VA3 OYL.
VA3IMW. VA3NCA.
Okay, I picked up 3 stations there and a little bit of noise. So if it's a check in, someone will relay that for me. I am hoping. We're still going to be listening for Art this evening. Hopefully, he'll stop by and say hello. But first, let's go up to VA3 OYL. Deb, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck and all on net. I just in the old shack here / office / sewing room, cleaning it up so I can find my radios. I have a little more time now, so I'm sort of getting back into the groove, and hopefully I'll be FT8ing it soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I might wait till, I don't know, the fall to try it up again. I kind of gave up on it there, but yeah, very good. And I know you're CW qualified, and I just want to mention that there are quite a few digital contests this weekend there. If you just go to contestcalendar.com, you'll find all the information there. So not too many sideband ones, I don't think, this weekend. Most of them are CW or other digital modes. But anyways, yeah, we're kind of in the same boat here, Deb. This is our Radio Shack, office, entertainment center, all rolled into one there. Over.
Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, cleaning out the house in Toronto, I just sort of dumped everything into the office here and said, I'll worry about it later. So now that I have time, I finally got at it, and it's not perfect yet, but it's getting there.
Yeah, very good, very good. I know. I just I took down the table that all my radio gear is on and put up a bigger table, and so it's great. Got to reach further to grab stuff, but I still got a little bit of leftover things that I put aside that I've got to take care of and put that away. So we'll save that for a rainy day. But very good. Yeah, glad you're taking it easy. And so, have you been on the HF bands or the radio lately? Just starting up again?
I haven't even turned my radios on, but I will. I'll get there. Now that I found my radios, I want to put up another dipole antenna, but I just haven't gotten around to doing my soldering and stuff yet. Projects in the wings.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Very good. You got a great signal tonight. I just noticed the audio is a wee bit low, lower than normal, I should say. But yeah, you're doing a great job over here from the West End there, Deb. You going to stick around?
Yeah, I'm on a different radio with a stock mic, so that's probably why I'm a little lower. Anyway, yes, I will listen along, and I'll be cleaning the old shack. So I'll give it back to you, and I'll catch you next round.
Okay, Deb, I'm glad you picked today to turn the radio on. We're clear with VA3 OIL, and we're going to go up the hill. Say hello to VA3 IMW. Mac, come on in.
Roger. Victor Alpha 3 Indy Bike Whiskey is here. And it's always good to OIL your radio. Anyways, Chuck, who's a good boy? Is you going to behave while Daddy's on the radio? That was humorous on our Pad's Net. I'm not sure whether the dog stepped on the pedal or you did or you had your box on. But yeah, the whole world got to listen to Daddy talking to Doggy. Anyways, I'm glad that Puppy's participating in the AREG, and he's a part of the family as well. How are you doing tonight, Chuck?
Oh, hey there, Mac. Yeah, well, first of all, buddy, there, he's he usually just sits right behind me the whole time I do the net. Doesn't matter if the house is empty or if there's other people in the house. Like, for example, my wife's on holidays this week and she's upstairs, but the dog would rather just lay down under the table behind me there and just sit there and wait for Daddy. Because we usually do garbage after that, which means he gets to go out front, and he loves it out front. But other than that there, Mac, yeah, we're doing okay. We're really appreciating the nicer weather today with the less humid air. Don't mind the heat at all. It can be 80 degrees, and that's fine. But when the humidity kicks in there, boy, what a difference that makes. So we're a little bit sore from cutting some wood the other day. We had our chainsaw going there, testing her out, and cutting up some logs for the backyard campfire there. But in a couple of days, I'm sure I'll be back to normal. But we're a little bit tender and slow today. Back to you there, Mac.
Yeah, Roger that. Using a chainsaw isn't just pulling the trigger and doing, letting the machine do the work. As much as possible, you like to think that the chainsaw is doing the work for you, but you still have to manhandle the machine, and you're in, you're reaching and stretching and using some muscles that you don't use on a regular basis. So, it always amazed me, my dad going through his 60s and 70s, he would go out and work in the woods with his cousin, and but they would go out and they would work away for 4 hours, and they'd do that maybe 3 or 4 times a week. So he was actually building up muscle memory and stamina. Us old codgers, we live in the city. When we do stuff like that, it's once in a while, and you say, you go out there and you do something that doesn't seem real hard, but then somewhere thereafter, your body says, "Hey, you didn't prepare me for this, so I'm going to fight you back." Anyways, that's the way it is. Just to let you know, I was up on ACS Net on the Sky Repeater, and I threw out some free advertising for you. Those guys, I'd be surprised if they do, but I did mention that the AREG Net's approaching 29 years, and invite them to get their radios warmed up and maybe say hello to us guys across the pond. Yeah, we spend all our time trying to say hi to them on their turf, but it would be nice if they tried to communicate with us. Yeah, it's nice, of course. OSN, VE3 OSN, Paul from, oh goodness gracious, North York or something like that. He's recently gotten onto D-Star, so he's checking in with us on Tuesday evening. And there's a lot of guys that are further out that are still exercising their 440 sideband radios on Sunday night. So definitely, stretch your legs, try your radio, test it out, do new things, and play with chainsaws. It's all good. And who's the good boy? And oh yes, that's Daddy's boy. Oh, okay. I digress. Anyways, Chuck, I'm here for the duration, and I'll let you go ahead and pick up NCA. Anyways, keep on doing what you're doing. Appreciate it.
Okay, Mac, that was a lot to cover there, but heard it all, and we'll get back to that probably next round, but we'll try and go through as many people as we can for the first round there. And yes, plus, don't forget, Mac, I've got back issues, lower back issues. So when you're working that, when you don't normally work the lower back, I found out the next day. So here we are the next day, but it was a nice campfire. We had fun, but now I'm paying for it. So you're right. When you don't do things on the regular, your body tells you, especially at our age. Okay, Mac, thank you very much for that. We'll get back around to you as soon as we can. Clearing with VA3 IMW, and now going to VA3 NCA. Wade, come on in.
Copy.
Good evening, Chuck. Good evening, everybody on net. Another nice day out. A little bit less humidity, so the morning ride was a little more comfortable. Got another 80 kilometers added to the total, so I'm up to 670 now out of the 1,500. I think I'll be at 50% tomorrow because I got my morning ride, but I also have a ride planned with somebody I know from this ride activity. Met him previous, so we're gonna go for a tandem. Not each have our own bikes, not a tandem bike. Let's go for a pair of us out for a ride. So that should put me over 50% tomorrow. So looking forward to that, and hope the weather's good. Otherwise, not doing too much. Just taking inventory for a little radio project. I'm not sure if people have heard of the T41 It's a lot of letters, but it's basically an open source radio that was designed, software-defined radio designed by a couple of American hams, and they put the full design up online. So take a crack at building that out and see how close I get. Anyways, other than that, not doing too much. Just listening along and inventorying the parts I've got, so I know what I got to pick up. I'll send it back to you, Chuck. Thanks for doing the net as always, and send it back from the A3NCA.
Oh, very interesting there. Wade, just stand by a second. I did hear a break in there for a comment from BMO, I do believe. Go ahead.
Hey, Chuck, you know you're transmitting on 446-125.
That's not me. Someone else is doing that. I do not have the crossband on, but thank you for that.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I see my signal's over there too. All right. Didn't mean to interrupt. Throw me in on check-in. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no problem there, Pierre. Yeah, you had me looking there, but no, everything is correct, and we're not doing that. Someone else is doing that, and well, good for them. So, anyways, Wade, very good. Congratulations at almost hitting the 50% out of 1,500. Wow, that's a lot of mileage. I'm curious, what do you do in the off season when there's no bike riding? Do you have a stationary, or what do you do?
Well, I do a lot less riding, but I do have a trainer. They call them a little stand. So you attach your bike into the stand, and you can hook it up to the computer. There's a couple of the big ones called Strava. Sorry, not Strava. Zwift. But there's another one coming up called RGT. So I hook it up with that one because it's free. And so you can do virtual rides with different. There are routes that don't exist, totally made up, and there's also routes that they've copied from well-known ones around the world, which is a lot of fun. And you can also hook up with other people. They can all be on a different trainer wherever they are on the internet, and you can ride together virtually, so to speak. So much nicer to do it in good weather in person, but in the off season, that's a suitable substitute for a little bit of riding. So so we have a little stand you clamp the bike into, and it gives a little bit of resistance for you to ride while it stands you up.
All right, very good there, Wade. You're coming in great, by the way. Great signal. You're just below full strength there. As you know, we are streaming live on YouTube, and you can hear the QRM in the background there, but you're making it over it. No problem. No problemo from your end. Great job there, Wade. And like I said, you just go to YouTube, put my call in there, and you can play it back and listen in. So great job, Wade. And thank you for that. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. And before we move along, before I forget, I just want to say hello to Larry, VE3LDZ, Lima Delta Zulu. He's up on the up at the in-laws there, and on a portable. So he's just saying hello. He wanted me to say hello to everybody for him, and here we are. And he's still looking for a house. Oh, poor boy. Good luck, Larry. Hope you get lucky soon. And we also have Sean coming in from the Philippines, VA3 Alpha Kilo India, formerly from Milton, and hope he's living the good life in the Philippines. Hi there, Sean. Hope you're doing well, my friend. And thanks for listening in. Much appreciated. We've got you in the logbook as a remote check-in, so very good. Thank you for that. Okay, now let's see. Did we have someone else? Yeah, let's go to BMO now. We got more time. VE3 BMO. Pierre, are you still there?
Yes, sir. I'm up for a while tonight. Gotta hang out here and wait for somebody. But, yeah, I thought I'd drop down here. Check the messages for you.
All right, very good. What, are you off tomorrow?
No, I gotta work again tomorrow out in St. Catharines.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, well, tonight's was great. Or today was great. Right now, geez, it's actually cooler outside than it is down here in the Radio Shack. It got up to 26 degrees here in the Radio Shack, and it's 25.6 outside. So it was a really lovely day today, that's for sure. And yes, PDL, I said lovely again.
Oh, it's so lovely.
See, now I'm just going to say it just for you.
That's okay. I'm going to check the camera and make sure you're wearing pink and all that.
Lovely.
Yeah, we're in the pink, all right. We'll just leave it at that. Okay, Pierre. Well, hopefully your party shows up before it gets too late, and thanks for checking in. Much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem there, Chuck, and hi, Paul, and everybody else on that. Yeah, I don't really have much, Chuck. Just pretty much working every day. Back to you, V3BMO.
Good to hear you in there, driver.
Always.
Alrighty then, very good. Thanks, Pierre. VE3BMO, East End. Let's see if anyone else is out there who'd like to join us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, and I'm here in the East End of Hamilton. Any new check-ins, please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Lima Juliet.
Ooh, there's a strong signal. I do believe I heard someone else underneath Vanya there. I heard XLJ. Who else is in there?
Just letting you know that KCI is in there as well.
All right, Art. We'll switch over to the remote station and talk to Art after we talk to Vanya. Anyone else in there? Okay, Victor Alpha 3, X-Ray Lima Juliet. Vanya, come on in. Welcome.
Thank you, and hello, Chuck, and everybody else. So I'm going to give you a quick check-in because it's your Wednesday today, and it's my Thursday today, so I'm going to keep it short, and that is going to be 7-3 round also. So, yeah, I'll listen for next 10-15 minutes, and I'll head home and head to work, I guess, shortly after.
Oh, yeah, the night shift, eh? Oh, okay. Well, thanks for taking the time out and checking in with us there, Vanya. My gosh, if I didn't know where you were, I'd swear you were right on top of me. Very good signal, loud audio. Man, you're just booming in here.
Oh, no, yeah. I bought my son junk food for dinner, so I can't bring the thing to home, so or wife is gonna blow her gasket, so I'm gonna just dump it here in what's the name, in a famous garbage can.
Ah, I see. That's like a vegetarian or a guy married to a vegetarian going out and eating a cheeseburger while she's not looking. I got you. Hey, sometimes you just want to spoil our children there. So very good, Vanya. Thanks. Anything new and exciting?
No, not really. There was something on my mind, but you know what? That thing left the building some time ago. But I'll try if I remember. I'll make a note, but hopefully not mental note. I'll write it down somewhere, and maybe we catch up the next Monday. Anyways, I'm gonna give you 7-3, Chuck, and everybody else, and we'll talk again. If not tomorrow, Friday for sure.
All right. Very good, Vanya. Thanks for taking the time out once again. I do appreciate it. Have a great evening at work. Yeah, and we'll talk to you. I usually monitor this frequency during the day as well as the ZOE repeater. So I'm usually within reach, unless, of course, I'm away from the radio. Don't sit here all day long. So only in the wintertime. But thanks, Vanya. We'll talk to you later. Have a good rest of the evening. And if you remember what you had to say there, jump right in. Okay, we'll clear with VA3 AXJ or XLJ and see if anyone else is out there who'd like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG. This is VA3 CJZ. Any check ins, come on in.
V3GBD. Did you forget KCI?
No, yes. All right, so we got VE3GBD. Just hang in there, George. We're going to switch over to the remote station and say hello to Art up on the hill. Just hang in there, George. All right. VE3 Kilo Charlie India VA3 CJZ. Are you there, Art? I'm not sure if the remote station is working there, but I may need a relay then to get a hold of Art. Can you please give him a call and tell him to come on in?
Roger that. VE3 KCI, VA3 IMW. I think I might have heard something like KCI is out, like maybe you ran out of patience or something, but Art, are you still with us? Yeah, well, Chuck, I think that's what happened. You probably were transitioning to the remote station when Art made a very short transmission. It kind of sounded like KCI is out. So we'll hope to hear back from him either later on or in a subsequent week. Anyways, I'll turn it back to you, Chuck. There you go.
All righty then. Well, I do apologize if I was taking too long to get to you there, Art. Maybe we'll talk to you later. All right then. So let's go back to the East End and say hello to George, VE3 GBD. Thought you'd be gone to the trailer there, George. Come on in.
Yeah, I was gonna go today, but well, I got things to do here. I'm leaving tomorrow morning, so a little change of plans. But other than that, not much else to report there, Chuck.
Oh yeah, so you going up tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna head up tomorrow. I gotta finish cutting grass, get the garbage out, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I hear ya. I got to do the same here after the net. I did not prepare today. Usually, I get things all gathered up and done before the net starts. But yeah, our schedule has been thrown off. The wife is at home all day long now, so throws me right off my normal schedule there. But yeah, right on. So everything going good up there?
Oh, absolutely. Still got to do a little bit here, a little bit there, but everything is actually great up there. I'd rather sit up there than be here, but I have to be here, obviously, because nothing will get done if I'm not.
Yeah, I hear you. Speaking of which, listen, my daughter went up to Algonquin Park on Sunday with her boyfriend, and she was supposed to come back today, but she got another day out of it. She's having so much fun. I'm guessing. Time just flying. It just flies, right? So you can't do everything you want to do. So she's staying another night and coming back tomorrow. So we should hear from her tomorrow evening at some time because I'm sure they're not going to leave until they're uh, the checkout time, as they call it, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. When you're up there, like when you're just out and doing it, the time goes by so fast. It's like, well, I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. Oh well, stay another day. See, me, I could stay there, you know, whenever, because we own the place. But yeah, you know, it's. I just love it. I love going up there. It's not a long drive, hour and 15, 20 minutes. You know, it's great.
Oh yeah, so just under an hour and a half to get there, then, eh? Right on, right on. I remember as a kid, there, my parents used to take me up to the grandparents' cottage, and that was yeah, under an hour and a half to get there. Mind you, my dad used to complain so much about the dirt road leading up to the cottage. If it rained, well, you know what happens on a dirt road when it rains. You get these divots in the road, eh? And so it makes for a bumpy ride, Roger.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Thank God we don't have to deal with any of that. You know, it's all, you know, paved high, you know, paved highway, paved, you know, but they're 2-lane highways. But I'll tell you, yeah, I can get up there real quick because I do a $1.40, $1.50 all the way up there. But yeah, it's probably why I can get up there quick.
Ah, the lead foot. I see. I see. Well, don't get caught like the guy did yesterday. Some guy on Burlington Street got pulled over at Ottawa Street, and he was clocked doing over 100 in the 60 kilometer zone there. So he got nailed for stunt driving. Um, Took away his license for, I don't know, a week or something. And no, the car's impounded for a week. He loses his license for 2 weeks or 4 weeks, and then a nice fine, and then paying all those fees for storing your car for those 2 weeks. Oh man, it's going to cost him probably $1,000 for that little stunt.
Oh, absolutely. But I always keep the OPP channel on when I go up. You know, I have the radio in the truck, and yeah, I have never done under a $1.40. And the funny thing is, because I'm always in the fast lane, and if there's somebody doing 120, and I get up behind them, they move over into the slow lane, and I'm just boop gone. That's the way it's been. It's great.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I speaking of the dirt road, there's there was a lake that we used to go to in Algonquin when the wife and I went last. There's a place called Rock Lake because they have rock bass there, and so they called it Rock Lake, I guess, for that reason. And it's a nice little place, but the main road stops after you get off the main road. It's still paved for a bit, and then it goes into a dirt road. And of course, if it rains, it gets bumpy. But who knows? Hey, it's been about 20, Jesus, maybe close to 20 years since we've been there. So a lot's probably changed. But sometimes the best places to get to are down a dirt road.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've done that many a time where my buddy would say, "You're taking your truck through all this?" I said, "Yes, I am." I don't give a crap. I'm going. Boom.
Yeah, right on, right on. Yeah, a lot of fond memories of going down dirt roads, and when you get to where you're going, it's like, oh yeah, this is nice. So, all right, George. Well, thanks for checking in with us, sir. We'll get back around to you next round. Anything else before we carry on?
No, sir. No, I'm good. I'm gonna go take Wee Willie out. I'll be monitoring and listening.
Okay, very good. Thanks again, George. VE3 GBD. And before we continue on, let's talk about some contests that are coming up this weekend. Oh, there's it's also the peak meteor shower period for the geez, what's the name of that? Uh, I can't think of it now, but it's peaking right now. And there's a contest called the MMM. It's a meteor scatter sprint contest, and the first one is the geographic focus is Europe, but participation is worldwide, and it's for any mode. That's for 2 meter, 2 meters, any mode this weekend. And then after that, or at the same time, there's another one called the North American Meteor Scatter Sprint, and that's using the mode called MSK 144, and that's for 6 meter, 2 meter, and 220 meter or 222. So those are the two big ones. Meteor, just what's the name of that meteor shower that we get? Does anybody know? All right. Well, all I know is the moon takes longer and longer to rise, and so apparently it's supposed to be good to watch the meteor or the shooting stars. But anyways, I digress. All right, and let's see. We have some birthdays, but first I'd like to talk about the loss of our beloved uh, Olivia Newton-John. Passed away. Was it yesterday or the day before? Very sad to hear that. And of course, our condolences go out to her family and friends. Guess who's got a birthday today? We've got some birthdays today, and the first one on my list, of course, goes as far back as we can, and this was in 1814. Mr. Henry Nestle has a birthday. He was born in 1814. Henry Nestle, German Swiss industrialist, founder of Nestle, born in Frankfurt, Germany. He died in 1890. And then in 1874, Mr. Herbert Hoover was born, 31st U.S. president, born in West Branch, Iowa. He died in 1964, so he lived quite a long time. Jimmy Dean. Has anybody ever had a Jimmy Dean sausage? Well, he was born in 1928 on this day, and he's known as an American country and rockabilly singer. He used to sing Big Bad John, if anybody remembers that song. He was a television host on the Jimmy Dean Show. He was an actor in Diamonds Are Forever. I remember him now. And he's also a sausage maker, born in Plainview, Texas, and he died in 2010. Billy Jack was born in 1931 on this day, also known as Tom Laughlin. You guys remember the Billy Jack movies? I do. And then there's one of the Righteous Brothers, Bobby Hatfield, was born in 1940 on this day. Unchained Melody was one of their biggest songs, and he died in 2003. Okay. Next, we have Jethro Tull which I didn't know until today. His real name was Ian Anderson, and he was born in 1947 today. He's a Scottish rock singer, flute player, guitarist, and songwriter. If you guys know any Jethro Tull songs, Bungle in the Jungle is one of them. Aqualung is another famous one. And he was born in Fife, Scotland. Rosanna Arquette was born in 1959. She's still alive, of course, and born in New York City. Antonio Banderas was born in 1960 on this day. Of course, we all know Zorro, and from the action movies he's made. The drummer for INXS has a birthday today, born in 1961. His name is John Ferris, and he's an Australian rock drummer, born in Perth, Australia. Last on the list of birthdays today is Riddick Bowe, heavyweight boxing champion, an Olympic silver medalist in 1988, born in Brooklyn. All right, that's enough of that. Let's see if anybody else would like to join us and check in and say hello to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ, looking for any check-ins anywhere. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta coming through the crossband.
There we go. Maybe that's what somebody was talking about there. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta. Pierre was just mentioning to me that he could hear the net on 446.125. Come on in, Arpad.
Exactly. Yeah, I tried to put it on low power. The radio is a Kenwood radio, and I modified it, and I believe it puts out maybe only a quarter of the watts or something like that, so it's a very, very, very low power.
Okay. Well, that very, very low power there, Arpad, is giving me an S9 here. Yeah, you're doing a good job. If why did you just for the crossband? Is that why you lowered the power?
No, actually, the radio puts out high power, 50 watts on the 2 meter side, but on the 440 side, it's only a quarter watt. Yeah, I'm out in the motorhome and working on it, and I'm listening to you guys, and I'm not in the radio room, so crossband is handy sometimes.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, absolutely. You know, I bring mine out there when I'm happen to go outside or on the front porch or in the backyard, and just throw the crossband on, and yeah, it comes in really handy. So how are you coming along with that there? You going to put that on the road this year or next year, Arpad?
Oh, I try to be finished with it before the winter. So probably what I'm going to do is going to do a short run in Ontario, Northern Ontario, ultimate for a week or 2 weeks or so. Then if everything works out, you know, like then you figure out what's wrong, what's not, and you know, then fix whatever needs to be fixed still, and then we go. And right now what I'm doing is converting everything. Yesterday I took the fridge out. I had to fight a whole day to remove that crazy fridge what it had, the propane fridge. Oh my god. But anyways, it's at the scrapyard now, so and I'm putting in a 12-volt system. So solar panels on the roof, 12-volt fridge, and basically everything is going to be electrical. And if I need to cook or use some higher power, then I just use the generator.
Okay, yeah, right on. Propane fridge, yeah, I've never used one of those, but yeah, when they put those in, some of those things are tricky to get out. They're not made to be taken out. They're there to stay there for a long time. That's like, geez, I remember struggling with under the counter dishwashers. They were always fun. If you didn't have enough room underneath there, it was tough. It was tight.
Okay. Yeah, Roger that. And
Go right ahead.
I have a something
Dad
like
is busy. Okay.
I got lots of space
Cool.
now. Like the fridge was taking lots of space, so I tried to figure out if I'm going to go with a 12-volt compressor fridge, so directly it can run from the solar panel and the battery, or maybe a household fridge or something. And but then you have to use the inverter. So that's going to take some power away, 24 hours all the time. So I'd rather be going with a 12-volt system. And but I was thinking in Brantford, they have this place. What's the name of the place? Hold on, I got one of them fridge here. It's called Coolatron. Yeah, the company called Coolatron, and that's where they're making them. And they do have a store. And you know those big coolers, the electric coolers, you plug it into the cigarette lighter and keeps it cool. Maybe I'm just going to use. I have one here, and I'm just going to go down and buy another one. They sell them for $120. It's a scratch and grab.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I've never had one of those cigarette lighter coolers. I've always wanted to find out more about them, see if they're any good. But yeah, that's a good deal considering you can pay big money just for a regular cooler. Never mind one that you can plug in, right?
Yeah, these are quite big. Like I'm not sure how big it is, but I can put in two of them in that spot where the old fridge was, and maybe that would be more feasible for me. Uh, Maybe I can squeeze in even three. I have to see what sizes they have, and I don't know. But then the stove is going to come out because the stove is propane, and that's if anybody needs a propane stove, you can have one, a four-burner one, brand new one. I don't think anybody ever used it. The oven area never been used once. What it looks like to me, anyway. And I'm going to put a small cooler if I find one, a freezer where the stove was. So yeah, that would be if I can find a little 12-volt freezer.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's right. The coolers don't go down to freezing. Okay, yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it all out there, Arpad. You're a smart cookie, and uh, yeah, that's the only thing you really have to be concerned about is uh, the freezer aspect of things. So, right on. Well, sounds like you're coming along just fine. We'll have to ask you to tally up how much you actually spent on top uh, of purchasing the RV, and let us know what the final cost is.
Well, I tell you the truth, I didn't spend any money on it yet. I don't know, a few bucks, not that much. I using scrap, and tomorrow I'm gonna have to find some plywood and stuff like that. So, and luckily, there's all kind of stuff all
Alexa,
over the place at
coffee
my
on.
place, so I can reuse those.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right then. Well, you're doing a good job. Like I said, you actually got S10 now, and there is a little bit of noise coming in with you, but that's fine. I can make you out. And for those of you who cannot hear Arpad, you can also tune into YouTube. Just put VA3CJZ in the YouTube search box and look for us live there or under AREG week 1508. And you can move the slider at the bottom back and forth and listen to what you haven't been able to hear. So, anyways, Arpad, okay, thank you very much, sir. We'll let you get back to it. And do appreciate you taking the time out and listen to us and checking in with us.
All right, Chuck, 73. I'm gonna turn it off. Scotty wants me to help her to. The dog has an ear infection, and we have to put in some drop in the ear, and it's going to be a torture. He's a 120-pound dog, so we're gonna have a fight.
Oh, I know, I know. Just me putting in Kleenex in my dog's ears there, he freaks out and his legs start tapping him 100 miles an hour. And yeah, he does not like it when you go in his ears. So yeah, good luck with that.
All right, then 73. Good to talk to you. Thank you very much. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta, basically.
Okay, Arpad, thanks again for taking the time out and checking in with us. You have a lovely evening. And I understand it's lovely outside. 24.4 degrees now. It's actually cooler out there than it is in the house. All right, so we'll clear with VA3 VAD. Let's see who else is out there like to say hello. This is VA3 CJZ looking for any check-ins anywhere. Please come now. Okay, well, nothing heard. Let's go up to the top of the list and see if Garnett is still with us. Usually he checks out around 9 o'clock. VE3GNP. Garnett.
Yeah, I'm still here, Chuck, to listen to the lovely Net.
Oh, yes, it is a lovely one. We'll have to mark that down. The lovely Net. And the Who's a Good Dog Net for Mac listening there. Thanks. Still listening along there, Garnett. What else you got there? You watching TV or anything?
Yeah, I'm watching Lethal Weapon on Inhibitum TV.
Oh yeah, yeah. My wife has been binge watching Netflix there with what was it, the Stranger Things, the series called Stranger Things there, and I think she's just about done now. Uh, all day today, all day yesterday. But yeah, yeah, I've already seen it. It's a pretty good series. I liked it.
Yeah, I think my wife looked at that series as well. We got Netflix here too.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised actually, because Renata, my wife, she doesn't like those scary movies with monsters and things like that, and that's a pretty dark series, let me tell you.
Yeah, I've never actually watched it, but I'm pretty sure my wife watched that series. I remember, I think that's one of the series that Mike Downs was watching.
Oh yeah, yeah, right on. All right, so you got anything lined up there for the next few days? You go to see Dave, right, on Fridays?
Not this Friday. He's going to Ottawa. He's flying to Ottawa on Saturday, so I'm going to meet up with him Saturday and drive him to the airport.
Oh, okay, yeah, going to visit some friends or family back home, is he?
Yeah, friends and family.
Oh, very good. Okay, well, say hello to him when you see him again there, and hope he has a great time. Okay, there, Garnett. Well, thanks for being around for second round there, and you have a great rest of the evening. All right, so let's go to the next person, and that would be Mr. PDL VE3 Papa Delta Lima, Paul.
Good timing, Chuck. I just turned up my volume about, I don't know, a minute ago. So, yeah, good timing. Anyway, not much that. I didn't hear much of what was going on, but hope you're getting lots of check-ins and everybody's having a good evening.
Yeah, yeah, actually, we're up to 14 check-ins, but we've got two of them that are remote. One is from the Philippines. That's Sean, VA3 Alpha Kilo India, and Larry, LDZ, is up at the Outlaws saying hello to everybody. Oh, and by the way, Paul, I just started burning. Actually, I burnt half of that wood that we cut up last year. I had to put the chainsaw to it because they were a little too big for the pit. And so, boy, what a workout that was. But it burns nice. That pine or spruce, whatever that tree is, really burns nice. I like it.
Very good, very good. It's always nice when you let it dry out for a year or two.
Yeah, I wasn't in any rush, and we've also got one of those canopy tents where it's just a roof there and the four legs. You kind of you get the frame, you expand it, you put the tarp on the top, and then lock it in place. It's really nice. And so yeah, we don't want to burn any wood that has that pops, right? Wood with liquid still in it, and that's what makes it crackle a lot of times is that wood, that water. So we don't want any embers to land on our canopy tent, our brand new tent.
Yeah, I got one over here too that we put over top of our pool. I haven't used it yet this year, but yes, they're quite lovely.
Yeah, isn't that right? Okay, well that's lovely to hear. We're gonna call this the lovely net, uh, just for tonight.
All right, brother. Very good. I'll let you go and pick up the next person. And thanks for picking me up. And I'll be listening along. V3PDL back to net control.
All right, very good there, Paul, and say hi to Leanne for me. And or maybe we'll stop in for a visit over the next few days there while Renata is off. You never know. But of course, we'll call ahead and let you know first. All right, and Wade, VA3NCA, is saying 7-3 online on the YouTube stream. And so, good night, Wade, if you're still listening. Um, I don't know when you put that message up, but I have been doing other browsing away from the YouTube stream. But anyways, very good. Have a great evening. Thanks for checking in, Wade, and we'll talk to you again soon. And Paul, thanks again. We'll try and catch you on the 7-3 round if you remember to turn the volume up. All right. Well, let's see now. I'm kind of disappointed. Um, KCI took off, but we'll see. Maybe he'll come back. Who knows? Next on the list, VA3AXJ. Rick, are you there?
Yeah, we're still hanging in here, Chuck. Yeah, this will be it for me, though. This will be my last round. Yeah, I got my truck back. Oh, the difference. What a big difference in the engine now, eh? Wow, there's it was an inlay it's like a union. It's got 4 outlets on it, and of course it's plastic. And one of the ports were broken, and apparently it was stuck inside, and I wasn't getting the full flowing of the fluids, and that's what was leaking out.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you noticed that the change right away, eh?
Oh, a hell of a lot of difference. Better mileage, more pickup. Oh, it's great. And it was only $250 to fix it. The part was $110.
Oh, good, good. That's pretty cheap, really, when you think about it. Um, yeah, it's definitely if you can fix a vehicle yourself, which is kind of tough with newer vehicles nowadays. I know, growing up, everybody worked on their own cars and that, but cars nowadays kind of hard. But glad you got it all done there, Rick. And uh, it's a drag when you're driving your vehicle. You know something's wrong with it, and it's just not right. So I know how you feel there. You got your baby back, and she's purring like a kitten. So glad to hear it there, Rick.
Yeah, we probably could have done it in the driveway, but it can be a rough kind of a job to do because you got to get right under there. And I didn't want to fool around with it, so I put her off on a hoist anyhow. That way they can, you know, not die on their back, and complain the next day that they're dying in pain. Yeah, but I'm glad it's done. It was cheap. Yeah, everything's good. Great. So this is VA3 AXJ. We're going to be going QRT. Thanks for doing the net. And let's check on the total of the check-ins tonight, Chuck.
Well, we got a couple of check-ins from the YouTube stream there, and with that, we've got 14 check-ins. And that's not counting myself. I usually don't count myself because I didn't check in. So very good, Rick. You have a great evening, and glad that your transportation is all in order. So take her easy, and we'll talk to you somewhere down the log.
Yep, 7-3's Chuck. Bye-bye.
Okay, very good. All right, so we're clearing with VA3 AXJ. And good night, Sean. I see a message here from VA3 AKI. They're going 7-3, the wife and him, going to get a haircut down in the Philippines. Well, just say no if they come out with a bowl there, Sean. No bowl haircuts. That's for Korea, I think. Anyways, good night, Sean and your wife. We'll catch you next time. VA3 AKI, VA3 CJZ. Well, let's do another shout out and see if anybody else is out there like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG. This is VA3 CJZ looking for check-ins. Anyone, anywhere, please come now. Alrighty then, nothing heard. Let's go down the list and say hi to Rick if he's still there and available. VE3BK.
Yeah, I'm still here, Chuck. Just a quick check. What's the audio like? Is it okay?
The audio? Oh, yeah. Nice and loud, clear, not breaking up. It's good.
Okay, very good. Okay, yeah, Reg can't check back in because Reg is in Australia and his daughter dropped off his grandson. So he's doing grandpa's duty there. And yeah, he was telling me that he said, oh boy, they grow fast, And I said to my daughter, about being 14 months old, my daughter corrected me and said he's 16 months old, not 14. And I said, yeah, before you know it, he'll be going to school there, over.
Oh, yeah. You got that right. Geez, I see my neighbors a few houses down, walking with a newborn strapped to the chest there because he says the baby doesn't stop crying unless he walks her. But I was just congratulating them. It seems like just last year on a kid, and now he's got another one. And he says, "Oh no, the oldest one is 2 now." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, went by so quickly."
Oh yeah, it sure does. Okay, a little bit of bad news, I guess. The new variant is reared its ugly head out at the Warplane Heritage. They've had a few staff that have been booking off, and also some of the volunteers as well. And I know that in the last week we've had 2 or 3 of the volunteers have died, but it didn't say what from. So who knows? Could have just been old age. Because the volunteers seem to be elderly, like me. Anyway, let's see, what else was I going to say? Yeah, somebody told you 446-125. Yes, it is coming through there, but it's not quite as strong as Bob's 446050. That one's coming through good too. So Bob's got his machine on there to do that, and so it's coming in good. And what else I got? That's about it. Yeah, the warplane. This month, August, is Lighthouse Week. And the ILLW, which is in Scotland, I believe, was started by the Scotland Amateur Radio Club. And it's International Lighthouse Lightship Weekend. that'll be this on the 23rd, 24th weekend. So anybody wants to turn their radios on, listen to that. Otherwise, if you're tooling around the bands on HF, this month, August, is Lighthouse Weekend. So just some information for you, Chuck. I don't know, nothing else much coming up. I guess right at the moment that I can think of. Anyway, you were up to 14. That's pretty good. And yeah, sometimes you have more, I think. Anyway, same with me on a Monday night. Anyway, we missed you on Monday night there, Chuck. And PDL, he didn't check in either, and Larry was there for a short time. But we had a few extra check-ins that I don't normally get, and one of them was from Niagara Falls. And so I asked the fellow in Niagara Falls, well, what's the difference between Niagara Falls and Niagara on the Lake? And he told me about 20 kilometers. So he educated me there a little bit. Anyway, back to you, Chuck, and thanks for doing it. And great on how long this net's been going on for. VA3CJZ, V3BK.
Yeah, that's a lot of info there, Rick. And so yeah, first of all, it's I'm sorry to hear about those people passing away up at the warplane there, and of course outbreaks. People think that COVID's over, but it's not. But yeah, and they're shutting down hospital emergency rooms. What did they say on the news? They shut down 25 emergency rooms over the last week because of staff shortages and just too many people to care for hallway medicine. So, anyways, my condolences to those volunteers there. You're right. A lot of elderly people do volunteer because they got really nothing much to do. So they volunteer for things that they like. So, and what else? What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the 446125, that's our pad using his crossband as he's working on the RV. He might have shut it off now because he said his wife wanted some help with the dog drops. They have to fight with the dog to put some ear drops in, and so he had to step away there. But yeah, well, I'm glad Bob's remote station there is up and running. We had Art in there earlier, but he got a little impatient and he took off.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention him. Yeah, I phoned him to tell him because I was talking to him on the phone earlier today, and he said, "Oh yeah, sometimes I fall asleep right when the net's on." So tonight I phoned him, and he says, "Right, I'm in the middle of watching Superman movie." So I guess that's probably why he didn't hang around. He was checking in to see the just quickly, and then going back to the Superman movie. I guess whatever he just got 4K. Told me 4K, and he's sight impaired, so he has a 62-inch TV screen. He told me, and he sits about 5 or 6 feet away from it. So he's really enjoying his eyesight while he still got it, and so that's kind of nice to hear. Anyway, Art, if you're in there, listen.
Oh, you cut out. Oh, your audio went there, Rick.
It was short and sweet, like never very long. VA3CJ.
Okay, there, Rick. That last part of your audio cut out near the end of that transmission there. So don't know what happened, but let's see if you can bring it back. I know you said your call and was ending the transmission, but let's make sure your audio is back up and running.
Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3. How's that?
Yeah, okay. You're back now. All right, Rick. Well, thanks for bringing in Reg. Much appreciated. We are going to check in on Friday night. And to Reggie's Net there, probably using the Mississauga repeater. And we'll say hello to him on Friday. So thanks again for taking the time out, Rick. Much appreciated, sir. And we'll talk to you again soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, okay. The one thing I said about Art was that I had phoned him. Did you hear that part? Maybe you didn't hear.
Yes, I did. Superman, 62-inch TV, 5 feet away. I'm jealous. 4K. So, okay, very good. Yeah, no, you don't want to tug on Superman's cape. But all right, that explains it then. So, very good. Okay, Rick, thanks for all that.
Okay, 73. I'll be listening. I'll be 3BK.
Okay. Clearing with Victor Echo 3, Bravo Kilowatt. Next is Debbie. Let's see if Debbie's around. VA3, Oscar Yankee Lima.
Obey your leader. Yeah, I have to say I love Facebook groups. I joined a Subaru mechanics group. I've been having trouble with my car where I can't get my key out of the ignition, and which is quite worrisome. So, fiddled around, tried to think of a couple of things it could be, and so I joined this group, and they said, well, it's shifter plate or something that's not making contact when you put it in park, so it doesn't think it's in park, so it won't allow you to take the key out. So it says, slam it into park. Make sure it's really in park. And it works. So I'm waiting for my appointment with the mechanic to see if they can fix it for me.
Oh, yes, yes. I had an issue like that, Deb. And same thing, slam it into park. And I forget what it was. It could have been for the key as well. I also know that I've had the steering wheel lock come on simply because of the way the tires are turned, or how I'm parked, and the steering wheel locks, and then you turn the car off, and it wouldn't let you um, take the keys out. And so I figured a way you had to kind of like force the wheel a little bit because it was so locked tight that you couldn't take the key out. And so I managed to move the wheel a little bit and find some slack, and then it let me pull the key out. So I thought that was weird. But yeah, these little tricks and tips, eh? Oh, very good. Well, I hope you get that settled soon, and it doesn't cost you too much.
Yeah, I hope not. And I hope they don't have the car for very long. Well, because I'm going to be sitting there waiting for it. So I'm on the other radio. I'm on the other microphone, so I should have a little more volume in my voice here.
Absolutely. Yeah, still a great signal, full strength here, and at the center mall, and the audio is definitely amplified. So I'm sure everybody can hear you just fine. All right, Deb, anything else there before we go down the list?
I'll just say it's been lovely. Okay, I'll let you go down the list. VA3CJZ, VA3OYL, obey your leader.
Absolutely, Deb. All right. Well, nice to hear from you. Thanks for taking the time out and joining us for AREG tonight. It's been a pleasure chatting. Okay. Next person is Mac, I do believe. If it's not, we're going to Mac anyways. VA3 IMW. Come on in.
Deb's story brings back.
Uh-oh. Oh, we lost you there, Mac. All I heard was you say listening to Deb's story brings back something.
Because the stress on the key and wouldn't let it release.
Okay, Mac, we're only getting partial audio from your conversation there.
There's
Your radio must be screwing up there, Chuck.
My radio? How's that? Is that better now?
more around there.
Yeah, because I never lost any audio from the party talking.
I was driving home from Guelph after work, and of course it was a beautiful summer day.
He's still talking.
And had the windows down, had the stereo up nice and loud, enjoying the beautiful weather. And I got home and pulled in the driveway, and I turned the car off. And well, I didn't. Before I turned the car off, I reached up to close the sunroof, and it didn't move. And then I reached over to roll. On Google for this kind of thing.
Okay. I don't know if you're done transmitting there, Mac, but I've got some local QRM here on 146490. And so it seems to be making other stations cut out on me. So I do apologize.
I'm reading this online, and I'm...
Yeah, Mac is actually still talking.
started the engine and closed up the sunroof, closed up the windows, and I locked.
All right. Let's try it again. I'm not sure if Mac is done transmitting there, but I'm getting some local QRM here on 146.490, and it's making Mac disappear whenever that person is keying up on there. So I do apologize for that there, Mac. I wasn't able to hear most of that transmission. So again, I apologize for that.
Okay, well, I did finish, and it was a really good story. So did you want me to repeat it?
Sure, why not? Go right ahead there, and we'll see if that QRM goes away or persists. But please go ahead.
I heard the whole story, Mac. It was fantastic.
You got the key stuck in the ignition?
Yeah, I get that it was a story about stuck in the ignition there. So if you could give us a shorter version.
Okay, so that was a rental car, and the steering lock was the culprit. So just had to strong arm the steering wheel against the steering lock and free up the key. That worked easy. The rest of the long-winded story was me and my 2002 Volvo. there was a day I was driving home with the windows open and the sunroof open and the stereo blasting. Got home and decided it was time to close up the windows and the sunroof, and nothing worked. When I Googled it online, and the system said, Google said, possible computer, accessory computer has gone to sleep. So get out of your vehicle, put the key in the door lock, and cycle it to lock and unlock position 5 times, and everything will wake back up. And I thought I was being hoaxed. Nonetheless, I did exactly what that system said, and it woke everything up, started the car back up, and closed all the windows and sunroof, and lived happily ever after, which totally weird, totally weird. But it's online, and if you read it on the internet, it has to be true.
Sorry, man.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I got that. I got it all that time. We didn't get any QRM, and so that's what I was talking about earlier. Your first story about Armstrong wrestling with the steering wheel to get it from that to get away from the locking, and you can get your key out. But cycling your key in the door, I've never heard of that. But then again, with all these new ways of electronic this and that, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but if you can figure somebody that's out in the boonies and no access to internet, how the hell would you figure out that your car's accessory computer went to sleep and you had to wake it back up with such a weird sequence in order to do so? Like, that's completely out of this world. That's like Doctor Who type stuff. Anyways, Deb, I hope you have a quick and inexpensive solution to your auto woes.
Yeah, so Mac, being out in the boonies and all that, what I found years ago, it was a good trick to make the onboard computer restart or reboot or whatever you want to call it, was to disconnect the battery terminals and wait a few minutes, and then hook the battery back up, and then the reboot would occur, and would usually fix whatever issue was going on. That was years ago, older vehicles, but what do you do, right? But it's a good thing to keep in mind. Turning off turning off the battery, disconnecting the battery, and then hooking it back up again will fix a lot of problems. I mean, what have you got to lose, right? You're going to be out there for a while anyway, so go ahead and get a wrench and disconnect your battery, put it back on, and maybe you'll get a voila moment. But anyways, yeah, okay, thanks for that there, Mac. Very good story. And I guess we're going to continue on down the list here and see who else is still with us. Not too many, I don't think.
3 Lima Bravo India.
Oh, there we go. All right, Mac, thank you very much, sir. We'll try and sneak in a 7-3 round in a bit. And let's say hello to Larry, VE3 Lima Bravo India. Come on in, Larry.
Yep, I heard a bit of a pause in there, and I thought I'd better jump in. So, what's going on? Nice, pleasant day. Worked on the front walkway a bit. Had some issues with that, so I'm trying to straighten that out today. But, of course, as soon as I went out there and started to work on it, then the sun came out from behind the clouds, and it got really hot.
Yeah, it was nice till after 12. It started to warm up a bit there, especially around 2. Sitting on the front porch, getting a nice little breeze. You go in the backyard, and the sun is blazing down, and there's no wind blowing back there. And I had to take my shirt off there for a bit. But it was a lovely day, not a pleasant day, Larry. It was a love. Tonight's word of the night is lovely. PDL made fun of me when I said that earlier.
Lovely. Yeah, okay. All right, we'll leave that alone. Yep, yesterday I cut the weeds and all the brown stuff that's on the front. It's supposed to be a lawn, but it's not brown or not green. It's brown, so that was easy to bag. It wasn't very heavy.
Yeah, right on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I wanted to cut the grass too myself. It's not mostly weeds. It's not grass. It's the weeds. But I didn't get to it in time for garbage day tomorrow, so we're still going to cut the grass, but we just didn't do it in time. Uh, did some labor intensive stuff there yesterday, and my back is paying for it today. So didn't do really much there, Larry, except enjoy the lovely weather outside.
Well, I put up signs out front there on the front lawn, no smoking, because I'm afraid it's going to catch fire.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be dry for the rest of the week. So, yeah, not seeing any rain in the forecast for a bit. So, we had to go out there today and water our gardens and plants and that just to make sure they get enough water.
Somebody else in there, Chuck?
We've been getting some intermittent transmissions there throughout the night. But if there's anybody out there wants to check in or comment, please come now. Yeah, it's just QRM there, Larry. No biggie, but thanks for pointing it out. All right there, my friend. Thanks for checking in. Much appreciated. And yeah, take it easy. And we'll talk to you again soon. How's the POTA? They're still plugging away at it?
Not as much as more of a in the house type thing. I spend most of my time outside now. Just the year. Well, as you know, the bands have been really bad. We had a couple of really big storms, and it kind of wiped everything out. Whether it didn't matter what frequency it was. As a matter of fact, I think yesterday I came in the house. I put the fish finder on, and it was flat. There was nothing there. I looked at my meter, and I had an S3 noise level. I checked to make sure the antenna switches even lined up, but there was nothing completely. Fish finder was nothing on 40 and nothing on 20.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't checked. I know, was it 2 days ago at 9 o'clock in the morning, the band opened up, I think on 20 or 40 meter. I can't remember. But I got like 4 POTAs in the morning. Could have been Sunday morning. I'm not sure. A couple of days ago anyway. And just for an hour, because by 10 o'clock, man, it was just nothing but noise.
Well, it's not too bad today. I haven't bothered too much of the day. I just worked BC about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, very good. That's one of the places I tend to have a bit of a rough time getting there across the Rockies.
Yep, anyways. Okay, all right, I'll turn it back over to you. See who else is there, or I guess carry on down the list. I kind of just jumped in.
Yeah, not a problem there, Larry. I do appreciate you taking the time out and checking in with us. You are check-in number 15. Much appreciated, sir. So before we go down the list some more, let's see if anyone else is out there would like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ. My name is Chuck, here in the East End of Hamilton. Looking for any check-in anywhere. Please come now. All right. Well, the next on the list would be Lima Delta Zulu, but he's up there at the Outlaws. Let's see if he typed anything recently. No, he didn't. Okay. And so NCA, he said good night as well. BMO. Let's see if Pierre is still with us. VE3 BMO. All right, let's try Vanya. He might be heading to work. VA3 X-ray Lima Juliet. Okay, next station is Art. Let's see if the Superman movie is over. VE3 Kilo Charlie India. You should probably get about 15 minutes left of the movie. VE3 KCI. Art, are you there? Okay, nothing heard on the remote station. Let's go to George, VE3 GBD.
Well, there you go. There you go. I'm just actually going through my license plate collection that I got here in a box. I'm gonna be pulling out my personal plates that I still have in there, obviously, from my whole, driving. But I got a whole crap of license plates here from the States that I am probably gonna be selling.
eBay. Yeah, I like seeing old plates there when you go into old bars and that, and they collect plates there. That's pretty. There's some pretty cool ones.
Well, I got a lot of them here. Lot. It's yeah. I don't know what to do with them anymore. Gonna be selling this place in about 4 or 5 years, so I think I'm just gonna sell the whole lot of license plates here. See what I can get.
Yeah, Roger. Why don't you do like our neighbors did there across the street from us? They had a yard sale one day, then they left whatever they didn't sell out on the front lawn, and then they left and never came back. And then all of a sudden, these new people walk in the door, and I'm like, what? I never saw a moving truck.
That's weird.
Yeah, they must have sold the house with all the contents in there, except for, probably pots and pans or clothes and TV. Who knows? But maybe they won the lottery. Geez, I don't know. It was weird, George. I've never seen that.
Yeah. Very strange. Very strange. Whole house for sale. Everything included.
Yeah, that's the thing. There was no sign, no official sign, not even a private one, nothing. Like I said, they had a yard sale one Saturday, and that was it. They packed up and left, and I never seen them again.
Yeah, that must have been family or somebody who just went back into the house. That's kind of weird, but yeah. I think it's more like a family thing. I don't know. That's weird, though.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe there was a private deal with a family member. No realtor, no commission, stuff like that. So you never know, man. There's all kinds of stuff that happens that are kind of strange. But I thought of that too. George could be family. But yeah, I remember when the woman a week or two later there when I noticed these two women were, moving their stuff into the house using a car like yours there, George, and then I heard the one lady one day say, "It's finally mine," and which means it's probably was the closing day. But yeah, pretty odd. No moving truck, nothing.
Yeah. Did the person pass away? Like, that's what I mean.
Nope.
That's weird.
No, no, it's a couple. They're probably around your age, several years younger than me, and yeah, they packed up their vehicles, and that was it. Uh, and you can't fit much in a car, you know what I mean? But oh, and they had a pickup, but they didn't load anything in the pickup, so just personal stuff like his clothes and that, and his fishing gear or whatnot, and off he went. I thought he was going on a trip. Well, I guess he did, never to return.
That's right. Hey, he's gone. They're gone. But yeah, everything in the house, well, that stays. Hopefully it's nice stuff.
Well, like I said, George, they had a yard sale there that day that they left, and so they brought back a few things into the house. But they pretty much left what they didn't sell out on the front lawn for people to take home with them for free. So yeah, very unusual, but I got to witness it. Very interesting, and they don't really talk to anybody, those people, and so yeah, we just keep to ourselves, anyways. I'd be interested to find out what happened if I ever find out from the nosy neighbor next door. There's always a nosy next door neighbor, George. All right, my friend, we're getting near the end of the net here. It's 9:51 p.m. and it's a lovely 23.1 degrees outside. So I'm going to enjoy taking the garbage out afterwards. Anyways, George, I guess this will be the 7-3 round. Anything else before we move along?
No, I'm going to do the same as you. Go round up the garbage and take it out.
All right, George, thanks for stopping by and sharing your stories with us. It's much appreciated, sir. We'll talk to you again soon. And if not, have a great time up at the trailer. Like I said, no rain in the forecast around these parts for a while, so enjoy it. Okay, that's VE3GBD, George in the East End. Let's see if Arpad is finished fighting with his dog, giving the drops, the ear drops of VA3VAD. Are you there, Arpad?
Yeah, I'm here. It didn't take that long.
NFG for chucking.
I went to the vet. Actually, we had to fight.
I got you.
Ran away 3 times, and it was like a wrestling match, basically. And I was getting ready for that today, and Kathy says, why don't we try the peanut butter? So she got a spoonful of peanut butter. So I was holding the peanut butter, and the dog wouldn't pay attention at all. And yep, it took only 15 seconds, both ears. Yeah, wouldn't even let you touch the ears. It's infected or whatever happening. But yeah, it worked very well.
Oh, very good, very good. And Steve, you're acknowledged, VA3NFG. I heard you. And Arpad, I saw a video. It was so funny. I got to share this. There's a video of a girl or a young lady. She puts saran wrap on her forehead, around her head, and then she puts peanut butter on the saran wrap on her forehead. And then she proceeds to sit in front of the dog, and he starts licking the peanut butter. Well, while she's cutting his toenails. And so it's a funny video, anyways. Yeah, you had to see it.
Yeah. I was ready for a big fight. I did put a muzzle on the dog, but he started screaming. He knew what's going on. So it's a big dog, 120-pound dog. I can ride him all the way down to Pickering.
Yeah. Big dogs are a challenge. Geez, I've got a black lab there. He's got to be around 90 pounds in that neighborhood, anyway. So, yeah, I know what you mean about fighting with them when it's time to look after them. They can't do it themselves, so they need us. So, all right, very good. Glad it worked out for you there, Arpad. And say hello to the wife for us, and good luck working on your motorhome.
Yeah, roger that. Thank you very much, Chuck, and thank you very much to running the net. You're doing a good job. and do appreciate it. Victor Alpha 3, Victor Alpha Delta 73, guys. Good night.
Okay, our pad 73. Clearing with VA3 VAD. Let's go to VA3 NFG. Steve up on the hill. Come on in, Steve. Just in time.
Oh, thanks, Chuck. Good evening, everybody. Beautiful night it is. Nice balmy 23 degrees, for sure. I just got home in the door there and figured you'd just be finished by now, but you're still in there, so I figured I'd put my check-in in there. So, how many am I tonight? Let me guess. 16?
Do you have a spy camera over here? You are check-in number 16 tonight, Steve. Good guess.
There you go, eh? Yeah, I better play the 649 or something. I think there's, I don't know, 50 million or whatever the prize is up to. I think I better get my butt up there and scratch a card. But, I just took a wild guess there, Chuck. I was going to say 17, but I backed it down to 16, and so behold, I'm correct. What's new? Nothing new. Got a bit of a cut at work. That's new. Nothing new, though, around the hardware store. We're always getting cut or scraped or slivered or something. But a little bit of polysporin and a Band-Aid, and we'll be good to go before you know it. So that's all I got, Chuck. Thanks for doing what you do, and we'll send it back to the next on the 7-3 round, VA3 NFG Portable.
Yeah, very good there, Steve. Well, thanks for thinking about us and checking in. It's much appreciated. And I know the last couple of weeks that we've done the net there, I know we've had storms on 2 of the nets. We had to shut down early. And then one night we shut down about 10 minutes before 10 so we could contact the International Space Station. And as luck would have it, we were successful in making contact with the ISS and back down to a gentleman in Ottawa who heard us from Hamilton here. So that was really neat there. And RPAD recorded it for me and sent it to me, and that was a lot of fun. I'm going to have to do that again. You know what else I do, Steve, at night when there's nothing going on the HF or anything like that? I go looking for the shortwave frequencies and just put the radio on AM and then go look on the shortwave frequencies. And there's all kinds of Latin countries there, Central America. They're all broadcasting at night. So, it's interesting when things, when you got time, you can't sleep, or you're up late, whatever. That's something to think about. Your HF radio can sure listen in for, other frequencies that are not in the amateur band. So something to think about there, folks. Okay, Steve, thank you very much for checking in again, like I said, and it's much appreciated. And we're going to clear with VA3 NFG and go to the top of the list there and make sure everybody gets a chance. And let's see if Garnett is still with us for last call. VE3 GNP. VE3 PDL. Maybe GNP is watching Superman with Art. VE3 PDL. You there, Paul? Okay. AXJ said goodnight already. Let's go to BK, see if he's still there for 7-3 round. VE3 BK. All right, and for those of you who didn't hear earlier, Rick checked in and had Reggie with him from Australia checking in. That was VK6BQQ, and much appreciated to hear Reggie in there. Make sure on Friday nights at 8 o'clock there, tune in to the Mississauga repeater, and you can hear Reggie's net all the way from Australia. And as for tonight, if you missed most of our net, you can always play it back on YouTube. Just put in my call sign in the YouTube search box and look for us there. This is week 1508 for the AREG. So with that, let's go to Debbie and see if she's there and say goodnight to her. VA3, obey your leader. Are you there, Deb?
Yeah, I'm still here. It was a good net. Thanks for doing it, Chuck. And I'll say 7-3 to all. And have a good night. VA3 OYL, be clear.
All right, Deb. Thanks again. Have a great rest of the week. Now, clearing with VA3OYL. Next is Mac. VA3IMW. Mac, last call.
Well, it is last call, and it's 10 o'clock, right spot on the nose. I won't hold it up. Thanks for doing what you're doing, Chuck. Always good to hear from you and the good gang of folks that you seem to draw to your side. 7-3s to 1 and all. Victor Alpha 3 Indy Mike Whiskey.
Oh, and before you go, Mac, thanks. And I didn't get to any of the deaths or events, but I do have some sad news on this day. In 1932, Rin Tin Tin passes away at the age of 13. I just thought I'd let you know that. Rin Tin Tin, 13 years of age at the in 1932. So I didn't think the Rin Tin Tin was that old. But yeah, it goes. I remember watching the black and white Rin Tin Tin movies and that in black and white as a kid in the 60s. So it was already way, way back before that. Okay, Mac, thanks again. And I think you're the last person on my list here. And if I missed anyone or if you have any comments, please come now.
VE3EIR.
Okay, I heard VE3EIR. Gone. How are you?
Yeah, hi, Chuck. Sorry about checking in late here. I kind of was listening on YouTube to you there and doing things at the same time. And I just wanted to check in and tell you that everyone's got really good signals tonight. Everyone is very strong, almost everybody. Much stronger than normal. So the air must be good tonight.
Oh, well, that's good to hear there, Don. I got you coming in here at an S9, flickering down to S8 with some slight noise, but that's usually how you come into me here at the Center Mall. So good job there, Don. Everything else okay with you and the family?
Yeah, everything is great, Chuck. And in fact, if I got time here, I just want to ask if there's any John news, since it was your net number 1500 was the last time I checked in.
Yeah, no, I have not heard anything yet, any news about John. I think he was looking for another place to settle into. I don't know if he has yet, but we will be contacting him. And when we do have some info there, Don, we'll give that to you then.
Okay, great, Chuck. Thanks for replying to my call, and 7-3 to you and all the other people on the net there. VE3EIR.
Absolutely there, Don. It's been my pleasure to have this net tonight, and every week we have the net. So thank you for being part of it. Without any check-ins, we wouldn't have much of a net. So thanks again. And with that, let's just do one last call out and see if there are any other last-minute check-ins for tonight's Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Check-ins or comments, please come now. All right, nothing heard, and I do not have a script for the end of the net tonight, but we'll just wing it and say thank you very much. It's been a pleasure hosting the net once again. And tonight we had 17 check-ins with Donald here. So very good group of people tonight. It was a lot of fun for me. I hope it was for you as well. Thanks a bunch for listening in and checking in and sharing your stories and your day and week with us. We'll do it again next week for week 1509. So we got 4 more weeks to go before we hit the 29-year anniversary, and that will be at week 1512. So once again, I'd like to say thank you very much for joining us here on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group Net. I'll be saying 73 and taking a short break and getting the trash ready, and we'll come back and see if anyone else is here. So thanks again, and so long for now. I now return the frequency back to regular amateur use. 73. This is VA3 CJZ.